Get closer. Get closer. Alright, let's go.
Threat neutralization initiated.
Where'd you go? Shit! Get off of there!
Hostile forces have engaged. Hostile forces have engaged.
Just punch it! Is this... I don't even know if this is how I get the punching achievement anymore. Honestly, I don't think it matters. But I'm going for it. Wait. No, that's not what I want. Super. Those things are around. I don't think there was anywhere else I could go. Wait, there was something. I saw something briefly there. Looks like refined element 0. There it is. Way over here. 175. It's like nothing. Guess we'll just head up and hope for the best. And by hope for the best, I mean I'm gonna punch these things because they suck. Another 175. I forgot what the first one was, but I felt like it was more than 175. Let's head forward. Shut down the production line? Is that really gonna be it? Alright, fair enough. Start the hack. Missed it. There's one. There's the next one. And then nowhere to be found. Gotta go around this way though. There it is. Now they give me way too much time. Like before it was waiting around. Now it's just, okay, I got all the time in the world. And we did it! Shut down the Han Kadar Experimental Mechanics Facility's production line in Capek. Deactivate all infected mechs by exploding them. That's an important part of it. 125 experience, 7,500 total credits, 500 element 0. And we're good. Each piece you equip has unique combat benefits that equate to early game Final Fantasy X benefits. Like 3 and 5%. Like, It's not super effective. But we did it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Nothing? I'm gonna check anyway. I don't believe you. Okay, I should have believed you. Apologies, Kelly. Alright, so I did want to check with Samara again. I feel like we have put her off a little bit. She is this way. No. No. This way. She's starboard. I was thinking that, but I get lost. I can't tell left from right. What am I, some kind of first grader? Let's talk. Let's hope for the best. I like your new things. They're brightly colored.
Shepard, I wanted to check in.
I am always happy to talk with you.
All right, let's talk about Justicars.
I'm interested in hearing more about Asari Justicars.
I can't do like the lotus position.
We hold a unique place in Asari culture. Justicars are from another era. Young Asari grow up watching vids about our adventures. Pure fiction, of course.
The lone
Some
Justicar.
Asari are uncomfortable with us. But so few Justicars exist that most have never met one.
Yeah, they seem to respect you a lot, though. Why are they so rare?
There are only a few Justicars?
Few Asari wish to make the sacrifices necessary to become one of us, and the training has a high casualty rate. It is a life of constant danger. Throughout the entire galaxy, there are only a handful of us at any time.
That does sound terrible.
Why would anyone want to be a Justicar?
It is a deeply personal matter. Sometimes the most brutal path is the only honest one.
I feel like I upset her a little bit with that one. Tell me about the code.
This code of the Justicar seems central to your life.
It is 5,000 sutras and covers every situation one can encounter. I have memorized every word. There is only the code.
Are any of those Kama Sutras? Or are they all more like Upanishad type things? Alright, is the code flexible at all? I just made the Kama Sutra joke. Now we're going with flexible?
Sometimes justice calls for mercy.
It does not exist to bring about spiritual enlightenment. Its purpose is to punish the wicked and protect the innocent.
I mean, that's fair enough. So, there are conflicting opinions about this?
The Asari I've spoken to seem conflicted about Justicars.
In this age, people see shades of gray everywhere. The code of the Justicar is black and white. I might seem a hero to many, but I would kill all of them if I had to.
Oh, you said it with, no feeling whatsoever. So, how do you see Justicars?
What role do you think Justicars have in Asari society?
I would say that the closest human equivalent is a knight-errant in your medieval lore.
Don Quixote.
Perhaps mixed with a bit of samurai.
Samurai's probably a better way to go with it. Knight-errant has negative connotations because of Don Quixote now, but sure. So, you're okay with killing people?
What does your code say about killing?
I am compelled to kill the wicked. If a Justicar is involved, peaceful solutions are long past.
I'm gonna upset her again. Without remorse?
You make killing sound so casual.
I remember each being I have slain. They are always in my thoughts.
And I shouldn't have insulted her like that, shepherd. It's all your fault. Tell me about romance in the code. Ooh.
Does the code forbid romantic involvement?
It does not. However, I would never be interested in such. That part of my life is well behind me.
I don't know, you seemed attracted to me in that loyalty mission we did together. So, completely behind you? Speaking of behind...
You could meet someone who reawakens those desires.
I am nearly 1,000 years old. I know myself and my desires.
What are you looking at?
But your curiosity is quite welcome.
You weren't looking at my eyes there. You're kind of looking more at my collarbone, but still, you weren't looking at my eyes. So, speaking of romance in the code, tell me of your knowledge of humans. Do you want more?
You know about knights errant and samurai?
When I knew I must leave Asari space again, I studied the history and morals of new species. When I was a maiden wandering the galaxy, humans had not yet arrived.
What do you think of us? Me in particular.
What did your studies tell you about us?
You are more individualistic than any other species I have encountered.
Really?
If 3 humans are in a room, there will be 6 opinions. I like your species. I am curious to see what you will do.
Once again, my eyes are up here. I guess that's it.
I should go.
I'm glad we spoke.
Why am I getting ass shots out of this? All right, we got a Codex entry for Justicars. And no Paragon or Renegade points. All right, Justicars. There we go. Despite the refinement and sophistication of Asari culture, criminality remains a fact of life. The Asari solution to the most vicious and destructive criminal element is the Justicar Order. Justicars are an Asari class of virtually untouchable extrajudicial executioners operating almost exclusively within Asari territory. Sorry, I was remembering a stand-up bit out of nowhere. In the last decade alone, Justicars have smashed dozens of criminal rings inside Asari territory, operated by Asari and non-Asari alike. Their methods range from subtle where possible to brutal where necessary. Trained for extreme strength, biocapacity, resourcefulness, asceticism, and ruthlessness, the fanatical Justicars are romanticized and feared throughout Asari society. Although Justicars generally work alone, their effectiveness arises from the huge body of knowledge they can access. Any Asari who enters the ranks of Justicar has already spent centuries in a combination of criminal investigation, military intelligence, and combat experience. The collective body of Justicar knowledge exceeds even that of the Spectres. Justicars tend to be independent, requiring little help, but also scorning it, since such advanced skill and experience usually travels with a powerful ego. The conflicts presented by such arrogance prompted the Justicar Order to develop the Oaths of Subsummation. The Oaths pledge protection of the innocent, the punishment of the guilty, and defense of common law and the norms of Asari society. The effects of the Oaths is conservative, ensuring that Justicars respect the existing distribution of Asari power rather than staging a coup to rearrange society according to Justicar satisfaction. Nevertheless, the possibility of such an attack is a source of anxiety and counterintelligence among the Asari elite. Of all the pledges, the third oath of subsummation is sworn the least of any of the oaths, requiring a Justicar to swear loyalty that overrides the dictates of even the Justicar Code. The third oath is usually invoked in matters where even the black or white thinking of Justicars is forced to concede the existence of gray. Fair enough. Anything else? Such a long intro.
Shepard,
How are you?
perhaps we could speak later. I wish to meditate.
I should go.
Of course.
Why don't you meditate on that romance thing a little bit more? Saw you looking at my shoulder. I think that is all that I really wanted to take care of around here, though. Samara is the only one that I think might have something to say. Everybody else is done. You know what I mean? It's just, we're done with them. They don't have anything more to say. Captain's cabin, maybe a little bit. Just to feed the fish, check out the hamster, and the relic. That's all done. We're getting more and more achievements, though. That's something. It's not necessarily accomplishing much, but I'm getting more achievements. So back to the CIC. I remember one of the achievements was lighting a thing on fire. I'm not going to be able to do that, but I think we have more work to do. Kelly, I could use somebody flirting with me.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
No. The
How
the
may I
flirting
help
one
you,
was this
Commander?
one.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
All right, there's some flirting. Let's move on. So there wasn't like anything going on here in Haskins. So we are going to be leaving the Titan Nebula. Now we have a couple options here. We have the Blood Pack base. I've been putting that one off for a while. We could go to Tally's place. Once again, I'm hoping that I can put that one off, but wow, we are very close to done here. So, you know what? Let's explore everything that's not helping Tally, and then we might just move on after that, and maybe we'll call it a day. All right, so there's the migrant fleet around a binary star system, which is a little weird, but sure, whatever. Buy some probes, very much needed, and that's like the only thing here. So let's head out to pause. I feel like there should be something here. Well, there's one thing. Where's the planet? I can't see it. It's there somewhere. Garvug. In 354 CE, Garvug was considered a bargain world given to the Krogan to placate them because no one else wanted to live on such a frozen rock. Technically a life-bearing world, Garvug had a small farm belt around its equator and well-insulated marine life in its seas. By the turn of the century, the Krogan had completely adapted, breeding hundreds of younglings per family in vast underground bunkers. By the turn of the next century, Garvug's narrow strips of coral reef had been destroyed by overfishing and pollutants, and excess Krogan took to the stars to find another planet to consume. Garvug was treated as an object lesson by the Citadel Council. The Krogan could not be trusted to check their own numbers. Today, Garvug is a frozen wasteland, home to corporate eco-engineering efforts, trying to implement sustainable agri and aquaculture practices. Krogan and Vorcha packs are a constant threat, and the corporations pay mercenaries well to keep their operations safe. At this point, I mean, this is still even just like barely good enough, but I'll be back nonetheless. got some ezo out of it, so it worked out well. Let's head over to Micah, which is kind of a journey, considering. That's pretty far out there for another system. Is there anything in any of the asteroid belts? Yep. Thought so. Let's enter the orbit here. Kakabel. Formed around an element 0 core. Kakabel is another carbonaceous asteroid with a surface made of hydrated minerals such as carbonates and clays. Beneath its icy surface is liquid water with some amino acids. The surface of Kakabel is pitted and scarred with strip mining stations where the Quarians took as much ezo as possible before moving on. There's still stuff though, so I'm gonna take the stuff. They bled it dry. Rich minerals. There was a little bit of ezo on it, but not too much. So there's another planet. I can actually see them. They're small little spheres that stand out a little bit. Here's Farless, one of a trio of asteroids formed around an element 0 core. Farless is the easiest to mine for low-yield ezo, a carbonaceous asteroid. Farless has a trace of water-bearing minerals and organic carbon in the form of carrigan. I honestly don't know what that is. Currently, the asteroid is surrounded by Quarian mining ships extracting fuel for the flotilla. Let us join in their mining efforts. They weren't kidding about the mining around here. That's kind of ridiculous. I'm almost up to 100,000 ezo. That seems like too much. But we will see if I can't find... Is that a thing? No. If I can't find a third planet, there's an obvious one. Here we can find Israfil, largest of the ezo trio. Israfil is a silicate-heavy carbonaceous asteroid. It is home to approximately 40 species of microorganisms in its liquid water. It was blamed as the source of the prion-based biowarfare agent EHE, exotic humanoid encephalopathy. There we go, encephalopathy. It's a long word. And I do know what that means, though, but it's just a long one, encephalopathy. Used by the terrorist group Totenkopf in their attack on the Gagarin station in 2184. A prion is, if I remember right, it's like proteins in your brain fold the wrong way, and it like disables parts of your brain when that happens. It's nasty. Encephalopathy is pretty much the same thing. CTE is the big one that we're talking about today, at least. While many in the scientific community protested that Israfil did not have sufficient atmosphere or evolutionary history to sustain life at the prion level, the asteroid and its ezo miners were nevertheless quarantined to reassure the public that the Systems Alliance was taking action. Though no evidence has yet been found that EHE originated from Israfil or was even synthesized in a local lab, the SSV Manila and a team of epidemiologists maintain watch over the asteroid's ship traffic for now. Got a population of just over 1,000, cold as hell, no atmosphere, gravity sucks. There's like none of it. But there's a ton of resources and no anomaly? I figured an anomaly. And the ezo trio comes through, 100,000 element 0. I think I only need about 2,500 of it. But we're done with the asteroid, so let's explore the middle. We got Duma, home to 51 moons, but nothing particularly interesting about that either. Nor are there minerals. So let's head to the center one. I assume there's not much going on here either. But it's purple, so there's usually good stuff on purple. Actually, there's a travel advisory, so this is interesting. A small hydrogen-helium gas giant formed around a metallic hydrogen core. Elohi will be the site of a rare astronomical event later this year. The comet Asara will come in on its orbit of 70 galactic standard years and travel so close to the giant that it is predicted to be captured as a moon. Dozens of space probes from around the galaxy have been launched into the Raheel system to record this moment. Elohi is within the frost line of its parent star, where gas giants do not usually form. For this reason, it is believed to be an extrasolar capture. In other words, it didn't form from the planet, like from the same disk as the sun. It came in afterwards. Travel advisory: a statistically significant number of distress signals have come from the 1 million kilometer mark around Elohi. Pirates are believed to be working in the area. In-person tourism is not advised. Looks like we found something here. No? No. And it's only moderate, so I don't even care, even though it's purple. Purple stuff has been good to me, though. Oh well. Looks like we're done here in Micah. And then we are going to be done here in, well, this sector. Because we are not going to help Tally. Not right now. We will eventually. I do like Tally. She's very nice. Except when she dies, then not so much. Technically, I'm still making money, so I'm happy. I know I bought one too many probes there, but we're good. All right, so we're done here. We could go back to the Shadow Broker base. Actually, outside of Tally, are we done? I think we're done with the loyalty missions. But I'm still gonna go to the Shrike Abyssal first. Then we'll go back to the Shadow Broker base and see what kind of information Liara has gathered on everybody. But we will take care of that next time. That is going to do it for these parts of Let's Play Mass Effect 2. I've been Baller Scuba. I've been joined, as always, by the sore shoulder having Mariah Shepard. We'll have to have Samara look at that some more later. Hope you guys have enjoyed these parts. Hope you laughed. Hope you learned. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.